Well, first of all, one of the things that I will sometimes do, and again, this is kind of a jargon word, is do a convincer to show people how simple and elementary it is to just simply relax and focus and have a experience of the mind-body connection and what can come from that.
So would you like to do a convincer for our audience today?
Oh, I think that'd be really fun.
Great.
That'd be really fun. This is one that a demonstrator might do it with an audience. And so wherever you are, if you're sitting or standing, put your arms out in front of you, like Taj is doing, and put your right palm down and keep your left palm up. And take a nice deep breath in and relax and just feel this. And I'm just going to invite you to open and allow the words that I say to be real for you. And so on your left palm, right now, I'm placing a 4-inch Funk and Wagnall dictionary. It's a huge book. Now feel the weight of it. Feel the weight and feel the downward momentum that is now on your left palm. Yes. Arm is trying to hold it up, but it wants to go down under that weight. Around your right wrist, I am tying a large bouquet of helium balloons, all different colors. There's 10 of them. Now I've tied it around your wrist. Now feel the opposite feeling, that lift, that lightness. Just let your arms do what they're wanting to do. Feel the weight on the left as the arm gets tired. If your arms get uncomfortable in any way, please let them fall down to your side and just relax. But feel how the more you want to hold that right arm down, those balloons want to take off and take your arm with it. And that left arm, the muscles of that arm are working very hard to hold up that dictionary. Feel the muscles working. And now, open your eyes and look at your arm and feel what you've just created by thoughts and images and your openness.
Well, that's a good one. I like that one. Well, I have another one as well.
Okay.
So I want you to put your hands out in front if you're in the audience, and I want you to imagine in one hand there's a big, big magnet. And in the other hand, there's another magnet, and it's the opposite polarity. So instead of resistance, the magnets are pulling your hands together. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and imagine that these two magnets are so strong, all you want to do is pull your hands together. The more you think of resisting, the stronger the pull is on your hands, pulling your hands together. And it's getting more and more strong, and you just feel like you might resist, and you go ahead and resist, but nothing happens. It just continues to pull your hands together. The more you resist, the stronger the pull is to bring them together. So just listening to the sound of my voice allows you to relax and let those magnets pull your hands together. Closer and closer together they go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, take a look and see where your hands are. And we also had someone in one of our camera people doing it in the back, and I was watching her hands get closer and closer together. So that's how suggestible we are, and how easy the work can be when we understand that it's just our imagination that we're using.
Yes, and I think there's two things here, the just imagination thing, and also, of course, we can override this.
Yes.
Because everything about hypnosis and hypnotherapy really is about self-hypnosis. If we are not open to it, if we don't believe it, or if whatever, we can make it not happen.
Right.
It's totally about feeling like there is some reason that we want to have an experience. And for people that come to hypnotherapists, there's usually deep reasons for that.
That's right.
The other thing is the just imagination. I think that of all of the phrases that we have been raised with, that one has the most self-limiting aspects to it. We think of our imagination as being make-believe or unreal, whereas our imagination is our creative faculty.
Yes, it's everything.
It is what creates all of our images that take us forward into anything we choose in our lives, sometimes unconsciously and consciously. So the reclaiming of our imagination as even a divine attribute and tool is a part of my passion.
And I think it's so important to express that, because in creating limitations, many times we use our imagination to create the limitation that we're unaware of, because it happened when we were young, and we only had this much information about an issue, and it happens in the present moment when we're projecting our fears from the past on someone or even on ourselves. So our imagination, when we get to that state of understanding that it's unlimited, and so we can create unlimitedness in our world, it's the most useful thing that there is. Yeah. So now let's talk about some of the different ways that you've used hypnotherapy and that I've used hypnotherapy with people.
That's such a vast area, and I'm immediately taken to when I teach at the hypnotherapy school. One of the things I teach in the morning, I'm working with hypnotherapy students, and I do a process whereby some of the applications of hypnotherapy are done in one process. And in that process, we experience our potential for positive and negative hallucinations, of seeing something that's not there, but our imagination creates it, and also not being able to see something that is there. And that, again, is something, if you really think about it, these are things that we do every day too, for various reasons. The other was creating anesthesia.
Well, let's talk about that for a moment. Because there are many reasons to create anesthesia and reasons not to. So let's talk about how you could use that.
Okay. The medical profession, the dentistry profession, has been using hypnosis for decades and has been recognizing hypnosis as a valuable tool, because it is understood, it is recognized, it is proven that our mind can determine what our body experiences. So in the birthing work that I do and the individual work that I do, there's all kinds of reasons why we might need to work with pain alleviation. And so understanding that we have the chemistry in our bodies that will create hormones and other chemicals that have more pain relieving potential and a capability than any drug that has ever been created. And so, and it's all about just directing through the mind for the body to release those things. Now, I said on the one hand that it's understood and it's used professionally for that. It's also used by individuals. I've had so many people tell me how they have utilized that, whether an athlete who injures themselves in whatever their athletic activity is, and they continue to do that activity in the moment, and then maybe it's a football player, they step off the field after the game, and then the pain starts, then the swelling starts. Right. Now, you said it can impact in a negative way, and I had a man who came to me, and he utilized his innate capacity to do that to an excess, to the point where he didn't take care of a knee that was communicating to him through the pain. And he had to have knee replacement because he didn't act upon it. So that's kind of the polarity there.
Right, so it's doing whatever we do responsibly. And knowing that pain relief, like we both do hypnobirthing, and so using the anesthesia to assist if, let's say, the baby's back is on the mother's spine, then you can create an anesthesia with a person's hand and place it in that spot. You know what's happening, you know that this is going to be alleviated, And when she has the baby, everything will be fine. So there's many places to use it.